And now a quick word about the legal and ethical situation when you're talking about business communications. First, we have the legal consequences. Avoid writing or saying anything that you would not like to become public, and make sure you read your company's computer use and social media policies carefully. You can not only be fired for misuse of company computers and or social media, you can also be brought up on criminal charges for using the computer not for company purposes. So make sure you know what you are and are not allowed to do on your company computer, and what you are and are not allowed to do on social media. And by the way, the company has a broad reach. This has not really been challenged much in court yet. They can fire you for something you post on your own social media, and never mention the company at all. You just post something and they think it's inappropriate or reflects poorly on the company, they can fire you for it. So it's a tricky situation. Be aware of it. And then the ethical situation we're talking about here, there are different types of ethics. You have your own personal or individual ethics, what you think is right and wrong. Then there's what society says is right and wrong, usually defined by the laws of the society. Then there's also professional ethics, which are defined by the organization you work for. And sometimes these different levels of ethics conflict with one another. Your company may ask you to do something that you find to be unethical, and you're going to have to decide, do you follow your own ethics and stand your ground, or do you follow the company's ethics and do what they ask you to do? I'm not here to judge you one way or the other, just to make you aware that this situation can arise. And here's a quick flowchart on decision making in an ethical framework. First, is the action legal? If it's not, you shouldn't be doing it. Second, does the action comply with the company's policies and guidelines? If it doesn't, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Who will be affected by your decision and how? That is a strong consideration. What are the different stakeholder groups? It's not just you. Other people will be affected. Does the action comply with the company values? Maybe there's not a specific code or rule that covers this situation, but what are the values that the company stands for? And finally, and probably most important, how will you feel after the decision is known? If it was splashed all over the internet and social media tomorrow, would you be okay with that? So we do have to consider ethics when we are communicating in a work environment.